Cultural and dietary patterns play a powerful role in shaping protein intake for older adults, influencing not only total protein consumption but also the quality and bioavailability of amino acids. As people age, adequate protein becomes increasingly essential for preserving muscle mass, supporting bone health, regulating metabolism, and maintaining immune and cognitive function. Different dietary traditions, whether vegetarian, vegan, or culturally specific omnivorous patterns, present both opportunities and challenges for meeting protein needs. The encouraging news is that with mindful planning, older adults across dietary styles can achieve optimal protein intake and enjoy vibrant health. Vegetarian diets, which typically exclude meat but include eggs, dairy, and sometimes fish, provide multiple high-quality protein options while often offering additional health benefits such as fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients. Eggs and dairy are complete proteins, supplying all essential amino acids, and are especially valuable for older adults because they are easy to digest and versatile. Plant-based sources like lentils, beans, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh, and quinoa provide protein along with fiber and micronutrients that support gut and cardiovascular health. One positive aspect of vegetarian diets is that they naturally encourage the inclusion of multiple nutrient-dense foods, which can enhance overall dietary quality. However, attention is required to ensure adequate total protein intake and amino acid diversity. For example, combining legumes with grains, nuts, or seeds across meals helps ensure that all essential amino acids are consumed, supporting muscle protein synthesis and metabolic health. Vegan diets, which exclude all animal products, can be particularly beneficial for heart health, inflammation control, and longevity, but they require careful planning to meet protein requirements. Older adults on vegan diets need to focus on a variety of plant-based protein sources, including beans, lentils, soy products, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, to provide a complete amino acid profile. Emerging evidence suggests that older adults may benefit from slightly higher total protein intakes, around 1.2 to 1.4 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, when relying entirely on plant sources to account for differences in digestibility and amino acid composition compared with animal proteins. The positive aspect is that plant-based proteins also bring antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and fiber that support cardiovascular health, gut function, and weight management, amplifying the benefits of protein beyond muscle maintenance. Supplementing with fortified foods or carefully chosen protein powders can help bridge gaps and make achieving optimal intake easier for older vegans. Traditional omnivorous diets vary widely across cultures, but generally include a mix of animal and plant proteins. These diets often provide high-quality protein from meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy, along with legumes, grains, and vegetables. For older adults, these patterns can be advantageous because they offer complete amino acids at relatively low volume, making it easier to meet protein targets without large meals. Many traditional diets, such as the Mediterranean diet, also emphasize healthy fats, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, creating a nutrient-rich context that supports heart, metabolic, and cognitive health. A potential challenge, however, is that some traditional diets may rely heavily on refined grains, starchy staples, or low-protein meals, particularly for breakfast or snacks, which can inadvertently reduce total protein intake. Small adjustments, such as incorporating legumes, eggs, dairy, or lean meats into lighter meals, can ensure adequate protein distribution throughout the day, enhancing muscle maintenance and metabolic resilience. Cultural norms and meal patterns also influence protein timing and quantity, which are critical for older adults. Many people consume most of their protein at dinner, leaving breakfast and lunch insufficient, which may blunt muscle protein synthesis and reduce metabolic efficiency. Across dietary styles, encouraging protein at each meal, for example, oatmeal with soy milk and nuts, a lentil salad, or a small portion of eggs or yogurt, helps maintain steady amino acid availability, enhances satiety, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports recovery from physical activity. The positive perspective is that all dietary patterns, vegetarian, vegan, and traditional omnivorous, can support healthy aging when protein is prioritized and meals are thoughtfully structured. Diversity, balance, and meal planning are the keys. By incorporating a mix of high-quality protein sources, distributing intake across meals, and complementing protein with micronutrients like calcium, vitamin D, and iron, older adults can thrive on almost any diet. Moreover, culturally familiar foods make adherence easier, which is critical for sustaining optimal intake over time. Ultimately, protein adequacy is achievable for older adults regardless of dietary style, and the benefits are extensive. Proper protein consumption preserves muscle mass, strengthens bones, stabilizes metabolism, supports immune function, and enhances cognitive performance. By aligning protein strategies with cultural preferences and dietary patterns, older adults can age with vitality, energy, and confidence, enjoying meals that are not only nourishing but also satisfying and meaningful. Thoughtful planning transforms potential challenges into opportunities for health, turning every meal into a source of resilience and well-being.